If you're trying to decide between Leander and Round Rock, you're going to find there's a lot of similarities. The one thing that could tip the scale one way or another, though, is drive time. Stick around for this video, and I'll give you everything you need to know. Leander and Round Rock are two of Austin's most popular northern suburbs. Round Rock is going to be northeast along 35, and Leander is going to be northwest out along 183. Round Rock is bigger. Population is about 120,000 versus Leander's 60, but that's simply reflective of Round Rock being around longer. When the migration from Austin first began, it pretty much went up along I-35. We had events like Dell moving their headquarters to Round Rock in the 90s. That certainly helped to fuel the growth. Because it's bigger, because it's been around longer, there are going to be some older neighborhoods in Round Rock. Not to say that you don't have them in Leander, but you're not going to have nearly as many. Leander really began to grow when the highway system, including 45 and the toll road of 183, went into place, and that happened in the early 2000s. If you look at homes in both areas, you're going to find a lot of similarities. There are a ton of builders in Leander, and it is Texas, so there's no shortage of land. There is new construction in Round Rock, but most of that is going to be further north and east. In some cases, the same builder will have communities in both, so it's possible to be looking at the exact same home in either Leander or Round Rock. Price points are very similar, and tax rates are literally identical. And I actually did a little research. I pulled up about 20 houses that have sold in the last 6 months at the same price point, and even though appraisals of those houses may vary, the actual dollar amount of taxes is within a couple of $100s. The number of houses sold in both Round Rock and Leander are very similar. Even if you look at the subcategories of price ranges, again, about the same number of transactions. Both Round Rock and Leander have highly rated school districts. The Round Rock ISD has about 50,000 students, whereas Leander's about 40. Leander is growing faster, both as a community and as a school district. So unless you had a specific leaning one way or another, they're pretty much even. So let's get to the one component that I think is going to tip the scale one way or another: drive time. Now, this is going to be very much dependent upon where you're driving to. If you work for Dell, certainly Round Rock might be a better choice because you'd be living and working in the same city. Let's say you're going to downtown Austin. The biggest difference are going to be the interstates that run in and out. Round Rock, it's I-35, Leander, 183. I-35 is one of the oldest interstates in the area. And especially when you get into the downtown area, there are a ton of bottlenecks. The story goes, when they expanded the interstate in the 70s, they decided to do this upper and lower deck because it was too expensive to purchase the land to have it all run on one level. There has been a project approved by the Texas Department of Transportation to upgrade I-35, including that downtown congestion. And if you take a drive right now down I-35 all the way from north to south Austin, you're going to see a lot of construction. Now from Leander, it's going to be 183. That portion of the interstate, including the toll roads, has just recently, let's say within the last 10 years, been completed. There is a portion of 183 that's a toll road, and the biggest bottleneck is when 183 crosses Mopac. Mopac has also been recently upgraded, but I can tell you that drive time traffic on Mopac is very much a parking lot. We're somewhat kind of removed from all this work from home, but at some point we're going to get back to normal, and that traffic is going to get back to where it was. Now, one thing about Leander that could potentially tip the scales is it is the northernmost point of the Red Line commuter rail. This system is fully operational and runs all the way from Leander to downtown Austin. There's service to Leander Monday through Friday, so it is possible to get on a train in Leander and avoid all of that rush hour traffic. There is movement to expand this rail system, and the plan has been approved by the City Council. It's really going to be a question of whether or not the residents of Austin approve it when it gets on the ballot. Well, I hope this is helpful. Remember, if you have any question at all on buying or selling real estate in Leander, Round Rock, or anywhere in the greater Austin area, please don't hesitate to reach out. Click the link below to set up a conversation. If you prefer, you can shoot me a text or an email or call me directly. I'm here to help.